Wyatt Black from 6th grade.
I'm James Wellman from 7th grade.
I am Dean Gibbs from 5th grade.
I'm Sam Tays from 8th grade.
I'm Jack Sandel from 6th grade.
I'm Madison Ladkey from 5th grade.
I'm Tyler Elliott from 8th grade.
I'm Clara Brenner from 8th grade.
I'm Eli C. from 5th grade.
I already did you, didn't I? Sorry about that. Okay, I am doing my best here to make sure that you can hear them. And in order to do that, I have to walk around to each student in order to have you be able to hear them through their masks and with the microphone. Teachers in our other classrooms, I'm relying on you that if there is a glitch with audio or something like that, that you either send a student or you call me to let me know what's going on. All right, we're going to go ahead here. I'm going to give through some of the rules, and then we're going to get started. All right, so each of these students have competed in their classroom rounds in order to be here today. Now that they are in the final round, we are working to get down to 2 students who will go on into our championship round. So students will have 15 seconds to answer each question. If a student wants a question repeated or a word spelled, he or she should ask me immediately and the timer will be stopped. The student can interrupt only twice to have a question repeated or a word spelled, so use them sparingly. Okay. Once the question has been repeated or the word spelled, the student will be allowed the remainder of the 15 seconds. The student must start to give his or her answer before the 15-second time limit is up. Only the first answer given will be accepted and judged. If the student does not answer the question within the allotted time, the teacher will say or will hear time and will move on to the next student. If the student gives the correct answer, I will acknowledge that answer and we'll move on. You can say pass if you don't know the answer, or you can just tell me I don't know. Okay? Those will count as incorrect answers. After 2 incorrect answers, so after you give your second incorrect answer, that does eliminate you from the competition. Please wait until the conclusion of the round before you get up and leave your seat. I am going to ask you that when you are done with the round, if it is your second incomplete answer, we're going to ask you to go back to your homeroom, just so then that way, as we eliminate competitors, we can move some of the people from the back up front if need be and rearrange a little bit. Okay? Whew. No more than 2 students will advance to the final round. We're looking to get down to our top 2. All right? Are we ready? Okay, I'm going to be walking around a lot. So like I said, please wait till I get to you with the microphone before you give your answer. The students have pre-drawn numbers, and so that's the order that they're sitting in. Okay, so I'm always going to start over here and work my way across, back and forth. All right, here we go. Are you ready? All right, your question is, winds from the Pacific Ocean and Monterey Bay south of San Juan help temper the climate of the Salinas River Valley in which U.S. state?
California.
California is correct. Question 2. Profitable farms called bonanza farms were established in the late 1800s in the Red River Valley. Some of the largest were found in the area around Fargo, in which state that borders Minnesota?
Louisiana.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It is North Dakota. Pollution from the dense industrialization along the Yangtze River is an ongoing problem in which Asian country?
China.
China is correct. The southern shore of the Black Sea is bordered mainly by which country?
South Dakota.
I'm sorry, the correct answer on that is Turkey. Okay, Reagan, number 5. The Cook Strait separates the 2 major islands of which country? Actually, I'm going to reread that question. I think I made a mistake in asking it, so we're going to give it to her again. The Cook Strait separates the two major islands of which country?
The Bahamas. I don't know.
Sorry, the correct answer is New Zealand. Tell you what, I'm going to, instead of running back and forth, I'm just going to carry the paper with me, okay? All right. Delaware Bay separates the state of Delaware from which state to the northeast?
Virginia.
I'm sorry, the answer is New Jersey. The Catskill Mountains are bounded by the valleys of the Mohawk and Hudson Rivers in which state?
California.
Sorry, the answer is New York. Macau and what other former European colony on the South China Sea are now special administrative regions of China?
Can you repeat that?
I can. Macau and what other former European colony on the South China Sea are now special administrative regions of China?
Pass.
The answer is Hong Kong. Israel and Jordan both profit from the rich mineral deposits along the shores of what body of water? High concentration of salt.
The Dead Sea.
That is correct. I'm going to set this down a minute so I can. What mountain range separates the northern European plain from the West Siberian plain in Russia?
Can you repeat?
What mountain range separates the northern European plain from the West Siberian plain in Russia?
Siberian range.
It'd be the Ural Mountains. The island of Phuket can be found in the Andaman Sea in the southern port of which Asian country?
Japan.
The answer is Thailand. Okay, I did get off a little bit here. I'm back. You're actually number 12, right? Okay. Your question is, Romania is bordered to the east by what large body of water?
The Black Sea.
That is correct. I'm going to come around here the other way. You were 13, right? Okay. Famous for its Baroque palaces and formal gardens, the city of Dresden was once known as the Florence of the Elbe River. Dresden is located in which country?
Greece.
Sorry, it's Germany. The Uruguay River lies on the eastern border of which country?
Europe.
The correct answer is Argentina. All right, that is the end of round 1. Okay. Nobody's out yet. Okay. We're going on to round 2. Now, for round 2, you will all respond to the next question by writing your answer on the paper that's in front of you. You will have 15 seconds to write your answer. When time is called, put down your pencils, and then I'll come to you to have you read your answer out loud. You will not be penalized for incorrect pronunciations or spellings as long as it can be determined that you have the correct answer. I will give the correct answer after all answers have been given. Please keep your answers where we can see them. Don't erase them, okay, until we do the scorekeeping at the end of the round. I will read the question twice, so you may not ask for a repeat on this one, okay? K-pop is a musical genre that has increased tourism to the city of Seoul as fans seek to meet their pop star idols in which country? K-pop is a musical genre that has increased tourism to the city of Seoul as fans seek to meet their pop star idols in which country? Now your 15 seconds starts. That was time. All right, we're going to start over here.
Japan, South Korea,
USA,
America.
North Korea,
Norway,
South Korea,
France,
South Korea.
South Korea.
USA,
China,
United States.
South Korea.
They're reacting in here because we can hear cheers going on in the classrooms on all sides of us whenever answers are given and they know the answer. The correct answer is South Korea, or the Republic of Korea was also acceptable. So I believe we may have lost a few. Did we lose some competitors that round, scorekeeper? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. So we have incorrect, correct, incorrect, 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 correct. Yep. Incorrect, correct, correct, incorrect, correct, and then number 13, incorrect, 14, incorrect. Who did we? Sorry, parents, I know this is a little unusual to do it this way, but since our scorekeeper can't see their answers or move closer to them, we had to do it this way. So if you know that this was your second one, we thank you. You guys did great getting this far and past your classroom rounds to be that. And so let's go ahead, and the room's around. Feel free to give them a round of applause. Cheer them out a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's readjust a little bit here. Tyler, would you go ahead? Hold on just a minute here. Parents, I'm going to set this down just for a second. Tyler, bring your paper and pencil. And come here. Sam, bring your paper and pencil. Come here. And Jack. Okay. Okay.
No, but I would try to go.
Okay. All righty.
No, it's
All right, here we go. We're ready for round 3. Now, in this next set of questions, it involves a map that shows the U.S. Interstate Highways. Each of you will, in turn, use the information on the map to answer your question. I'll give all of you a moment now to look at your maps. Can everybody see that there's little numbers in each side of the, inside each of the little spots?
Can I write on it? It's like information. Like if you give me.
Okay, would you please flip your map back over? Put it face down. When it's your turn, you may flip your map back over and look at it. Okay? Again, you'll get 15 seconds to give your response. So you get to flip it over, look at the map, and then give me your response. Everybody understand? Okay. Are you ready? Okay, flip your map over. Yeah, just her. There we go. Starting in St. Louis, Missouri. If you travel on I-70 West, you will enter another large metropolitan area before crossing into which neighboring state? Now remember, you guys get repeats.
South Dakota.
Okay, the answer is Kansas. Okay, just stay where you are. Okay. All right, Damaris, flip yours over. Starting in Seattle, Washington, if you travel on I-90 East, you will reach the panhandle of what state?
Idaho.
Idaho is correct. Caleb, flip your map. Starting in San Antonio, Texas, if you travel on I-10 East, you will cross into what state before reaching the Atchafalaya Basin?
Louisiana.
That is correct. I'm just waiting for you guys to kind of give me a little nod to come to you with the mic, so that way if you need me to repeat it, I've got the paper here. Okay, so now, Tyler, this would be yours. So flip yours over. Starting in Syracuse, New York, if you travel on I-81 South, you will first enter what state and historically important coal mining region?
Pennsylvania.
That is correct. Sam? Starting in Birmingham, Alabama, if you travel on I-20 East, you will cross into what state that was the southernmost of the 13 original colonies?
Mississippi.
I'm sorry, that would be Georgia. All right, Jack. Starting in San Francisco, California, if you travel on I-80 East, you will enter the Great Basin just before crossing into which state?
Nevada.
Nevada's correct. Okay. James? Starting in Minneapolis, Minnesota, if you travel on I-35 South, you will likely see rows of corn and soybeans as you first enter what state?
Iowa.
Iowa's correct. All right, now I'm going to come and collect your maps from you. If we have anybody who missed their second one, then you may return to your room. Good job. Okay, did I get everybody's map? Those of you viewing outside of our room here might not understand what they were looking at. I'll try to get it up here for you. There are no cities or states labeled on this map. It is only highways. So they have to also know where that city was located. That was their clue to then follow that. So that's what made that a little bit more challenging for them. Okay. Is there an issue? They can't see James anymore. Okay. Okay, I can. Yeah, James, why don't you. Hold on. Hold on. Another Clorox wipe here. Okay, sorry. We got a message that James couldn't be seen. So while we could see him on our screen, he wasn't being visible other places. So we're going to move him over. He's still going to get his question in the proper order, though. Okay. Don't let me mess that up, guys. All right. All right. Ready? For this next question, you will again each respond by writing your answer on the piece of paper in front of you. So you're all going to get the same question again. When time is called, put down your pencils, and I'll come around to you for you to give us your answers. I again will read the question twice, so you cannot ask for a repeat. Here we go. In 2017, the city of Beirut hosted the International Basketball Federation Asia Cup in what small Mediterranean country? In 2017, the city of Beirut hosted the International Basketball Federation Asia Cup in what small Mediterranean country? Okay, that was time. Do we have another visual issue? Okay, so Tyler, you can't lean. You got to stay where you're at, otherwise they can't see you. All right, here we go. Okay, you ready?
Israel.
Turkey.
Lebanon.
Japan.
Lebanon.
Okay, the correct answer is Lebanon. Okay, and we have incorrect. Tyler was correct. Jack was correct. And James. So did we lose anybody that round? Damaris and who? Caleb? Okay. Hold on, she's checking the score sheet. No.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay, this would have been his second. All right, well, that looks to me like we've got our two competitors going into our final round. Tyler Elliott and Jack Sandel. All right. All right, now, in order so we can see you boys better, okay, I'm going to, again, grab me a Clorox wipe here. We're going to wipe off the two front spots, and we're going to have you guys move right up here, okay? Here and here, the two I just cleaned. There we go. We start from scratch.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
So my start was right.
Hold on. All right. Congratulations, our two finalists who will now compete in the championship round. You will be competing with a clean slate. So none of the wrong answers you had before are counted against you. The championship round consists of 3 questions. I will ask both of you the same question at the same time. You have 15 seconds to write your answers. When I call time, you will put down your markers and hold up your, well, don't hold up your answers. I'll come around and check them. Okay. I will ask each of you in turn to read your answers out loud, and I'll wait to give the correct answer until both answers have been read. Whoever correctly answers the most questions in the set of 3 will be the school champion. As before, you'll not be penalized for inaccurate pronunciations or spellings as long as it can be determined that you know the correct answer. If there is a tie after the set of 3 questions, then we'll go into the whole tie-breaking procedure. I will read each question twice, so you may not ask for another repeat or spelling. So listen carefully before writing down your answers. Are you both ready? Okay. And let me make sure. Yep, looks like we got a good visual on you both right there. Okay, here we go. Number 1. Iowa and Missouri both share long boundaries with what other state on the Mississippi River? Iowa and Missouri both share long boundaries with what other state on the Mississippi River? You both already have something written down? Okay, well then we'll just go ahead and see what you have to say.
Illinois.
Illinois.
Correct answer is Illinois. Let's make sure it's not from a... Just exit out of that. Okay. Number 2. Oh, can you get out? Sorry, guys, I received a message over here and had to make sure it wasn't from one of the teachers trying to tell me that they couldn't see something. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. This is all a new process to us. Okay, here we go. Number 2. Amelia Earhart went missing in 1937 while attempting to fly around the world with her navigator, Fred Noonan. National Geographic is sponsoring an expedition to search for the crash site at Nikamarua Island. Nikamarua Island is part of the Kiribati, located in which ocean? You both have an answer down? Okay.
Indian.
Indian Ocean.
That's actually both incorrect. It's Pacific is the correct answer. So we're still tied here. We're down to our third and final question. The Seikan Tunnel connects the island of Hokkaido with what other Japanese island? The Seikan Tunnel connects the island of Hokkaido with what other Japanese island? Okay, your answer, please.
Nagasaki.
And your answer?
Honshu.
The correct answer is Honshu. So, out of 3 answers, we did get someone who had the most correct out of 3. Okay, so Jack Sandal. Let me get your trophy here, Jack, so all the parents can see it come over. That was a tough championship round. I thought we were going to have to go to the tiebreaker questions. Okay, but here we go. It's got a little, get up here a little closer so everybody can kind of see. We got a little B on there. Got a nice little plaque here. So, Jack, it's with my honor to present to you the 2020 Geography Bee Championship Award. Nice job. And Tyler, wonderful job for you as well. I have a certificate for both of you. Parents and students, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that it worked well from your end and that you were able to see and hear everything. I appreciate possibly some little feedback in case we ever had to do something like this again, but I hope that it worked well enough for this year. Again, we thank you so much for joining us and for cheering on our competitors. One more final round of applause, even if you're at home or here in the video, give them a little applause or jazz hands. We appreciate you being part of this day. Thank you, and signing off.